Officials of the Gambia Armed Forces have on Tuesday paid a visit to the affected villages of Foni following a clash between the Ecomig Senegalese contingent and Mfdc rebels in Casamas last week. The visit is part of efforts of GAF to maintain peace and protect the territorial sovereignty of the Gambia. The GAF delegation was accompanied by Honorable Amul Musa Nyasi, National Assembly member for Foni Councillor and Chief of Councillor. As our Usman Jata reports, the stability has returned and residents who fled their lives and returned back to their villages. Let's hear more of that.
The visit seeks to show solidarity and express GAF support to the affected villages of Foni Kapa, Kampand, Baland, and Funtang following clashes between the Ecomig Senegalese contingent and the separatist forces of southern Senegal. For the past 5 days, the army has been at the forefront patrolling the affected villages to ensure that they are protected from any further attacks. The GAF envoy left Kanilai headed to Kapa, one of the affected villages. Minutes after arriving in the village, holes created by last week Monday's clash could be spotted on building walls and corrugates. We caught up with Dembo Baji, Alkali of Kapa, who felt at ease after seeing the Gambian soldiers. I was hiding in my room, but when I saw the Gambian soldiers patrolling the area, I decided to come out. Now I can sleep with a peace of mind because I know soldiers are securing us. Alfuseni Baji is another resident of Foni Kapa. Baji revealed to us that many people who ran during last Monday's incident returned but did not stay for long after hearing several rumors circulating on social media. Some people came on Sunday, but they all went back because of the different information making rounds on social media. We urge the National Assembly member to help Foni to be stable. Foni cannot be peaceful without the removal of the Ecomig forces. With different information, you cannot stay. From Kapa, the envoy headed to Baland via Kampand village. As we get closer to Baland, empty houses could be spotted. At exactly 2 p.m., we arrive in Baland, which falls into time for prayers. Sekuna Bojang is the village development chairman of Baland village. While narrating the unfortunate incident, Bojang says when the class began for about 3 hours, they did not see any Gambian soldier.
Only the border not follow for, but we are part of the Gambia. Maybe 20 meters.
We are close to the border, but we are in the Gambia. Most people say we are 20 meters close to the border. It's more than that, maybe 100 meters, one can understand. When the class began for about 3 hours, we did not see any Gambian soldier. We thought we are forgotten, or we are not Gambians anymore. The soldiers should intensify their efforts in helping the people. Our children run away whenever Ecomig soldiers come with their guns. We heard what Amul Nyasi said, but residents of Foni should get up and help Amul Nyasi.
Foni has close proximity with southern Senegal, and just less than 50 meters away from those trees, you would enter into the Senegalese border with the Gambia.
Lamin Bojang is among the youths of Baland who fled for his life when the clash broke out. Bojang urges his co-villagers to return to their houses. I am urging people that fled their houses to come back because peace has been restored. The soldiers are conducting their patrols around the border. Let them all come back with their families. Lieutenant Colonel Omar Bojang and Lieutenant Colonel Yero Jallo both assured the affected villages of the protection of the Gambia's sovereignty.
I want to assure you that the Gambia Armed Forces will continue to defend the territorial integrity and the sovereignty of this great nation.
We are calling on the general public and especially residents who have moved to come back. The place, as I can confidently tell you, we have been conducting both day and night patrols. The place is safe. The country is free. There is no rebel or separatists in our sovereignty, in our country, and that they have all moved back to their bases.
From Balend, we headed to Funtang. On our way to Funtang, we came across scores of cashew farms allegedly destroyed by the Senegalese Ecomig contingent during the clash with Mfdc separatist forces of Casamance. Upon arrival, we spotted a group of young men sitting up to brew a tire. However, the narrative remains the same.
Monday's tragic incident has created a dark cloud in Foni as residents in the affected areas run for their lives. As we could see in those compounds, they are all empty, with all residents going for hideouts to make sure that they are protected.
As the representative of the people of Foni Councillor in Parliament, Honorable Amul Nyasi appeals to the people who have deserted their villages to return back.
I joined the forces to come and talk to our own people, to appeal to our people who have deserted their communities, they are internally displaced, to tell them that everything have returned to normalcy, and they should have the confidence and the belief, the firm belief for that matter, in our armed forces to come back to their respective community.
For the past 2 decades, Foni has been known for peace, with inhabitants living in unity, love and harmony. However, Monday's tragic incident has broken that record, as many residents were forced to flee their homes for fear of losing their lives in a war that has nothing to do with them. The presence of the Senegalese forces in Foni since 2018 has converted the atmosphere of Foni, as inhabitants no more feel safe under their roof, as many build the suspicion of being treated like objects instead of citizens of the country.
Monday's tragic incident has sparked several reactions both online and offline, with most Gambians holding the view that the incident is not a Foni issue alone, rather a Gambian issue that threatens the security and the sovereignty of the country. According to reports, the leader of the Mfdc separatist movement of southern Senegal, Salif Sadio, has demanded for the removal of the Ecomig checkpoint in Buyam, and also warns that any repeat of Monday's tragic incident could be more severe. Amid all these threats, the million-dollar question now that remains to be unanswered is the government of the Gambia going to be silent about the presence of the Senegalese Ecomig contingent in Foni as more clashes continue to break out between them and the separatist movement in southern Senegal? Osman Janta, Eyeafrica News.